back. This is David Ballard over here at East Coast Honda in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, bringing you the 2018 Honda Ridgeline RTL-T 2-wheel drive. I can't wait to talk to you guys about this truck, so stay tuned. Starting from the back, which is probably my absolute favorite part about this truck. So all your standard trucks in class and trucks in general will all open up like this, right? Standard pull down. So what separates the Ridgeline from everybody else is that it has double options with a release lever down here. You can open up the back, giving you complete access to the back of the bed. Makes it a lot easier to pull things in and out because you're able to first reach further, where if you had to pull down the back tailgate, you would be limited to about right here. Next thing is the in-bed trunk system. So down here we take our hand, lift up, and we have access to the only in-class bed trunk system. Standard mats that come with the car. As you can tell, this is a couple different things. You can compartmentalize the back of the Ridgeline's trunk in-bed system, which is optionally accessible, so you can purchase those in addition to the truck. You've got your jack here along with your full-size spare tire, which are held down by 2 screws. You unloose those, you pull it out, and you can access your tire. One of the really cool things about this bed is that it's actually a built-in cooler. You've got a nice conveniently located drain plug right here. You pull up on that and you can drain out all the ice. This is great for fishing, camping, tailgating, anything like that, because I mean this is bigger than your most standard size coolers, and it's right there in the truck. It's just an awesome feature and amenity that you get in the Ridgeline. We'll stick our mats back down here. We'll go ahead and close our tailgate, or excuse me, our trunk latch. You got in-bed truck lights on both sides. You've also got an extra pocket here which you can keep things in. Now, this is just a hollow space. On a higher trim level, you can actually get a 400-watt inverter, which should be built into here, so you can plug up a TV or a blender or something like that if you were out tailgating and you needed to power an external appliance. And those just fasten down, nice and watertight. We'll close our bed trunk and our back tailgate. Back door here. Our rear passengers have a lot of leg room. These seats are all the way back, and it makes for a great comfortable ride, even for somebody who's taller and than average. You pull up on the back lever here, lifts your seat up, gives you access to the floorboard, so you can store something really tall, plant, extra golf clubs if it's raining in the back. And then of course you also have storage underneath, and you have air vents located back here for your passengers so that they're nice and cool. You have a 2.5 amp USB charging port right here. You also have pockets built into the back of each seat to store an umbrella or a shade or a visor or anything else that you might need to store back here. Fixated in both doors you have cup holders, and you also have the ability to roll down the back window. And you pull down this lever here, and there you click your back seat back in place. Quick overview on what we got going on the inside here. So starting with the front display, tachometer here, you've got a digital display in the middle here, shows you what direction you're going in. You can actually navigate through this and change what it looks like. So you have multiple options here. Of course you have your trip A, trip B. You have your oil life percentage, which also shows your maintenance reminders. And you also have a tire pressure monitor, and then we're back to the compass. Moving on over here, of course, you've got your standard window controls. Down here you have access to your gas door panel. It's nice and easy. It's located right up front on the door pocket here, so you don't actually have to bend down all the way to undo your latch for your gas cap. And then of course you've got your hood release. You have your parking brake. Moving to the steering wheel here, just like every other Honda, everything is mounted on the steering wheel, so it's nice and easy to get to. You've got your volume up and down. You've got your call, hang up, and answer, and voice tag. Of course, you have your scroll options here. These control your front display, and then of course you have your cruise control. Moving over here, you've got your touchscreen display. The RTL-T comes with navigation, which are based off of Garmin Maps. So those will be very familiar to those of you who have ever used Garmin. Very nice and easy to navigate. You just tap where to, and then it's pretty self-explanatory from there. And of course you can just view your map. Now the cool thing about Garmin Maps is as you're driving, they actually populate and show things like restaurants, gas stations, banks, things that are major points of interest, so that if you're in an unfamiliar area, you can actually just tap on those and it'll start navigation to that, or show you like the address and things of that nature. And of course you have your audio screen. Again, just like most Hondas that are EX and above, you've got a lot of different audio streaming sources. Of course you have FM, AM, Sirius XM, USB, iPod, Pandora, and Bluetooth, as well as auxiliary input. So a lot of different ways you can stream your favorite music from any different sources. Moving on down here, you've got dual climate control. You also have ability to control the rear vents in the back that we talked about. You can control the temperature and the airspeed of how those vents come out. And of course you get your front and rear defrost, standard heated seats. Down here you have your 180 watt 12 volt power outlet, as well as your 1.5 amp USB charger, which also is your port for your Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. We'll go over more of that. If you want to know more information on how that works, just check out my other video on my channel. Of course you have your gear selector here, nice and easy. Drops right down into drive whenever you pull it out of park. On the two-wheel drive model, you get a snow option, so you can actually cycle through snow and normal, depending on the conditions that you're in. Got a nice pocket down here. This is where your auxiliary port's at, followed by another 1 amp USB charger, and of course a standard 12 volt 180 watt power outlet. You also have a nice little tray that slides out. This is a great place for your smartphone to sit when you're driving, so that it's not in your pocket or in the cup holder like I put mine in here. So a lot of options there. And we've got the passenger seat over here. Ample room. These seats are very comfortable. One of the really cool things about Honda is their leather seats are perforated, so they breathe and they don't allow you to get really hot when you're sitting in them, so you stay nice and cool and comfortable. And then if we come on up here, we've got our auto dimming mirror, which comes standard on the RTL-T. We've got your lights as well, and then you also have Honda Home Connect, or Home Link, I'm sorry. You can program up to 3 garage clickers in here. You just press and hold with your clicker and it'll actually learn, and then you can just get rid of the clicker so your battery won't die in the clicker anymore, and you have to get up on the ladder and relearn your new device's battery, and you know, it can just be a huge headache. So this is something that takes away that problem. Of course, you got a sunglass holder here, and then we got our vanity mirrors, 2 lights. Oh, there's me, don't look at that. And that's pretty much it, guys. There's some other things on this truck that I want to go over, but I don't want to keep this video too long. If you guys need more details, please comment, message me, like, subscribe, and check out my Facebook channel if you need to reach out to me directly for any information that you might need on your next purchase. Again, this is David Ballard over here at East Coast Honda. Thank you so much for checking out my video, and I'll see you guys soon.